mean, I think that not everyone realizes that the people on the other side, the DA, the judge, the lawyers on that side, they're just as petty as the guys who are defending themselves.
Very petty. And
they're just as they clout chase in the same way. You want to talk about me in an interview? Okay. I'm gonna fuck with you back. And you're already at a disadvantage. You're not gonna bully the DA. The DA has way more power over you than you have over them. You know what I mean? You're not Pablo Escobar. You're not gonna get someone offed or whatever else. They're not scared of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, oh, okay, cool. We're gonna give you some extra charges. We're gonna revoke your fucking bail.
And all these are facts because that's what happened with me. The DA in Iowa seen that conversation with me and 6ix9ine, and she personally reached out. She was probation wise, and you feel me? Like, she was there to just fight against me in court. Like, she spoke for the state. So it's like, now I'm on parole out of your jurisdiction. You went out your way to call and be like, do y'all see what he's doing? Like, go get him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's just how it worked. They in cahoots. The judges, DAs, even the lawyers. If you don't have a lawyer from out of town or like just from a different firm that don't like that firm, they more than likely in cahoots with the judge and everybody, and they just be like, yeah, we gonna get him to take this deal. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just gonna railroad him, take his money in and still give him some time or whatever. Like, it just worked like that. Like, you really at a disadvantage with them. You can't beat them, right? It's like they got to say so what happened with your life. And that's crazy because they regular people. Like, we're the gods and shit. Like, it should be people that's just way more like, I don't feel like another human should have access to somebody's life like that. Like, another human just be like, oh, I'm gonna give you life. Yeah. Like, I don't feel like that's right. I feel like it should be, I don't know. I feel like it should be people under the president or some shit like that, like really serious, important people. But it's just so much. Like, that'd be hard for it to happen though. It's too much. It's too many states, too many people. It just won't happen like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, the best example of that was my man Arab, who I was very cool with. Done a bunch of interviews with. Was a very dope artist.
Huge fan of him and Darklo.
Yeah, him and Darklo as well. I remember I was talking about this case with my man Mo Gangat. He's a lawyer that comes in and kind of breaks down cases for us and so forth. And during the sentencing, Arab's sentencing, the judge said, oh, I see how you're giving me dirty looks and I see the scowl on your face and blah, blah, 45 years.
Because I don't know if you know what happened at that sentencing, but he pled guilty, right? He's got that plea in. Now he's getting sentenced. Sentencing is about 10 minutes of your life, maybe a half hour. If it's a long sentencing hearing, it's going to be 1 hour. It's 1 hour of your life at the fucking most. And what happened at ARAB's sentencing was a fucking tragedy. The judge, before he announces the sentence, says, young man, you've been sitting in my courtroom listening to the statements of the victims, listening to the prosecutor discuss your crimes, and the entire time you've had your hands folded like this. And the entire time you've been dismissive and jeering and snickering and scoffing. You don't look contrite. You don't look like you respect this process. I have the ability here today to give you a range of sentences. It could be anywhere from, here to 45. And what I'm going to do, based in part on your behavior in this courtroom today, in this sentencing hearing, which is a couple minutes, Vlad, a couple minutes in your life, a drop in the bucket. Based on your behavior here today, I'm giving you the max. And if I was AR's lawyer, I got to be in tune with my client, right? I got to, before he goes in there, let him know that, bro, keeping it real goes wrong. You think you're going to go in there, you're going to stand tall, you're going to thumb your nose at people because you don't want to capitulate, because you don't want to pander. But you know what? They won't break you if you act contrite. They'll break you if they give you another 20 years. That's getting broken. And so his lawyer, man, I don't know. That should not happen. A judge should never say that before he gives you your sentence, because you got to do one or two things as an attorney. Before you go in that courtroom, you have to explain to that man, this is 5 minutes of your life, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I remember he even said, like, he's like, if I was his lawyer and I saw this happening, I would ask the judge for a recess, pull him aside and be like, yo, man, listen, I know you're upset. I know this is bad, but you gotta get it together. Like this, it's gonna be 20 minutes that could affect the rest of your life. Just smile, be apologetic, apologize to the judge, whatever else. But he just sat there pissed off, and the judge's like, all right, fuck you too, 45 years. Like, you know what I mean? This is the pettiness and the bullshit that a person should not be able to do. But this is what happens. My man's in prison for 45 fucking years. I may never see him again.
And he got to keep appeal, not knowing if he's going to get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fair to me, man. I done been in them situations, same thing. But, it's crazy because when you tell me stories, I've been through this shit. When I got violated, it was like that. I sat in the courtroom with just a asshole look on my face. Like, because my lawyer is telling me, oh, you're not going to jail. We got this. So they got nothing. And I just sat there. I didn't talk. I didn't say nothing. And then the judge this was the judge that let me out in 2012 and gave me probation. So I'm back in front of her 5 years later. And she just took her glasses off and looked at me and was like, and just like, I released you, this and that, and you just continue to do this and that. Then you just sitting here looking at me like you're somebody.
Oh, so she even commented on your look.
Yeah.
See,
like, so of the
you
newer lawyers.
You went through this. Yeah.
The newer lawyer. I had got a new lawyer and shit because I was trying to like file motions or whatever, and they was like, "Man, did you wear a fucking mink to court?" Like, and I'm like, "No." I said I had a few little diamond chains on, a few bracelets, but I just sat there. My lawyer told me not to say nothing, so I said nothing, and I let him fight it and whatever. And she didn't have me. It was just the fact that she like, oh, I feel like he's somebody. So she like, everything else they brung up against you, I can't use it. The internet, whatever, some things seem to be what they not. She's like, but I let you out on for selling a controlled substance and you continue to use a controlled substance. So the whole courtroom like, wait, he was selling crack, now he's smoking weed. What does the two have to do with each other?
Yeah.
She's like, fuck that. That's my only way to send you to prison. I'm gonna send you to prison for that. So now 5 years later, you're going back with that same 5 years, but you're going to prison this time. And that was it. And she walked out on me. She walked out before they even cuffed me. Like, I'm like, all right.
She just dropped the mic and left.
Yeah, like I did something to her. Like,
wow.
You know,